Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Kamen Rider 01 Sodo AI 09 featuring Kamen Rider Geo complete set. So this is a complete set box. Take a look at all the kind of cool group shots we got going on here. Another cool one here on the box. You can see we're going to have 6 different characters by the time we're done. If we flip around to the back, it will show us a little case breakdown. So you can see we have 2 boxes to make 02, 2 boxes to make Arc 0, 2 boxes to make Barotha. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I think he's like a praying mantis Magia. Then we have, I think, one of the prototype Humagears. I think that's what he's supposed to be from like their first run back in the day. We have a Dodo Magia, which is kind of like a troop builder. And then we have 2 boxes here to make tsukiomi. So that is the one Geo character that is sneaking into this box. It just always makes me laugh because when I look at today, we have, you know, Saber featuring 01. We had 01 featuring Geo. I think at one point we even had Geo featuring Build because like another movie came out. So maybe one day Sodo will be all caught up and we'll have just the current show. But I mean, I don't mind. It gets us more characters. It makes me laugh when I think about how long this has been going on, that we're constantly reaching back and putting them with the current show. But in any case, I know I'm a little behind. 09 came out a while ago, but I'm trying to catch up, trying to get caught up on 01 so I can move into the Kamen Rider Saber Sodo boxes, of which I believe 4 is coming out soon. So need to get a move on here. But anyway, this is the complete box. So like I said, there's a lot of cool group shots. If we open this up, we will see the case breakdown. So there are no duplicate boxes. We just have 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 unique characters. And then if we take a look at these boxes, and they kind of went back and did this in the style of Geo, which I think is pretty cool. You can see it kind of looks like a watch down the center there. So that's pretty cool. Not too much going on the sides with these. Next up, we have the Humagear, which is 1 to a box. So if you wanted to troop build this guy as well, you could. He's going to come with sticker options for both kind of the blue or, you know, good version of the Humagear and then the kind of corrupted evil version with the red eyes. So you'll be able to choose which one you would like to use. I'll probably go with the blue, but if you wanted to do an evil Humagear, you could. Now this guy is, you can see he's meant to be a troop builder from the front of the box here. This is the Dodo Magia. He is also a single box, and then the rest of these are double boxes. So you have Barotha. Then we have Arc 0. I guess the back of these are pretty much all the same. And then last but certainly not least, 02. So I'm going to go ahead, get all these put together, and we'll take a closer look. So here we have AI 9 completely stickered up out of the boxes. We'll start over here with 02. Now I know he only uses this form for about 5 seconds in the show, but I actually really liked this form. I thought it was kind of fun. And they did a pretty excellent job here with the Sodo figure. He's got a decent amount of stickers, but not too bad. I think the head is fully painted. I don't think there's any stickers on the head. The chest piece and this kind of scarf piece are 2 separate pieces, and they're fully painted. I think it's really just there's a sticker here on the forearm, there's a sticker here on the shoulder pad. Obviously you have the belt goes around, that's a sticker. The driver is a sticker. You have stickers here on the weapons. And then I think you have, what, here on the back, I think just the back 2 sections, all the front is painted, except down here on the sides of the ankle area and the feet. But overall pretty good. Pretty much standard Sodo articulation, so the head's on a ball joint. You have like a hinge here for the shoulder pad, and then you have a hinge and swivel for the shoulder, bicep swivel, pretty much 180 degrees in the elbow there. The hands, of course, can move because you can pop them out and switch them. They're just little pegged in hands. Waist swivel, you can unpeg this as well if you'd like. You have a ball joint in the hip. You have a thigh swivel, a little over 90 degrees in the knee, and then you have a ball joint in the ankle. And they have kind of a beveled out area here on the side of the leg. Whoops, as I popped off one of his shoulder pads. I'll get that in a minute. So you can kind of see that little kind of beveled out area, so that way you can do ankle tilt, which is nice. And then if you happen to pop one of these off, you can easily just pop it back on. There you go. But yeah, again, really nice paint on the head there. I think he looks good. Really, the head and the torso, all that. Driver looks pretty good. Sticker wasn't too bad to put on. Not like the Force Riser. And then stickers on the two blades look pretty cool. Now, he does have a second spot. If you want him to just use the sword on its own, you can have him hold it right there, and that looks a little bit more natural. But if you're going to do the kind of two swords in the hand, you have to use this peg on the bottom. Now, it makes that peg hanging out there look a little goofy, but still pretty cool. But yeah, he's a good figure, very solid. And he does come with an extra set of hands. So he has, right here I have him with one of each, but he's got a closed fist holding set of hands and an open set of hands. I guess I never really go over the bases, but they have a stand here with a ball joint. You have a peg here if you'd like to peg them in. You have spots to peg the hands in. And then they have these clips so that if you want to kind of honeycomb them together, you can clip them into one another, which is kind of neat. And I think they just changed it or are getting ready to change it. Yeah, I don't think these have it, but I think they're going to start maybe with the Saber ones where they're going to have a peg hole in the bottom. So if you wanted to peg them on top of each other, you can, and actually make like stacking ones out of it, which is definitely nice from a space management perspective because I'm running out of room on my shelves for all these. So that could be something that's kind of cool. But yeah, 02, definitely solid figure. Next up, moving on to Arc Zero. He looks good. Obviously, he is mostly black, but he does have some paint. If we take a look, all of this here on the side is paint. Just this little red piece in the middle is a sticker. Now, they did paint the eyes, so they painted a solid red eye and a solid gray eye, but if you want the texture, you have to use the stickers that are included. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see what I mean. And it's not coming up the best. You can see on this one more how there's kind of like texture, painted onto the sticker. This eye is a little bit harder to see, but I decided to put the sticker on for both of them, even though they are painted underneath. This piece here is painted. This is a sticker here, sticker on the shoulders here. Driver is stickers, but I think it actually came out pretty good. And then the white little spots are stickers as well. But you can see the legs are just mostly black. All black on the back. He's got the same articulation. Pretty much all Sodo figures have the same articulation for the most part. But yeah, he's got all the same articulation as 02. But he looks pretty good. I like him. I really like I think Arc 0 is cool, but I think Arc 1 looks even better. And I believe he's in the next box, so I'm pretty excited for him. He's got a lot more white on him, which I think just looks, white and black are a classic color combination. This guy's just a little too plain, but still looks cool. All right, next up we have this thing, which I can't even get into its giant head. So this guy, I thought it was called Barotha, but this says Barotha, which would make sense because they use SA for TH sounds, like Sundakraka. But anyway, this guy's got a giant head. I mean, it is a giant head. I can't get over. It's like comically large. I mean, I don't remember it being like this in the show. I'm sure it was because they're usually pretty faithful, so they wouldn't just, go off and make a ridiculously gigantic head for no reason, but I can't get over it. I mean, I guess because he's like a giant praying mantis, and it looks like a mantis. You got the crazy eyes on the side. You got the big points here, but this is just one giant piece. It's on a ball joint though, so you got some up and down, side to side. Pretty much the rest of his body's standard articulation. He's a Huma or a Magir. Is it Magia or is it Magir? I don't know. Whichever you prefer, I guess. But you can see he's got a pretty similar body type to Dodo over here. Just green instead of red. But he's got these giant, scythe praying mantis blades, which are pretty cool. And they're just swords, so they're just pegged into the bottom of his fist. So you can pop them out if you would like. But yeah, like I said, pretty standard articulation. He's got a ton of stickers, obviously. Everything that's green is stickers. All these pieces here on the thighs and the shins are stickers, the feet. You can see the driver. Now, they give you two options for the driver sticker. One with the key in where it's cracked and one where it's not. But I feel like in what instance would he ever be wearing the one that's not cracked in this form? I don't think it would ever happen, so that's why I went with the cracked one. And then he comes with this set of open hands as well, you can see down there. So he's cool. The giant head is kind of ridiculous, but I do kind of love it. All right, next up we're going to get into like the first generation Humagear. This one I feel like, I don't know, they just wanted to throw another box in and they didn't know what to do. Like, I understand the Dodo army builder, and that kind of gives them an odd number of boxes, so maybe that's why this one got thrown in. I didn't need this one. I don't mind it. It's fine. Do I have the other Humagear handy? No, I do not. So the newer generation Humagear, like, I get it. There are characters on the show. You know, if you want to army build them, you can. They do give you the option to do either the good or bad. So you can either use the blue stickers to make him good or the red stickers to make him bad, which I do think is kind of neat to give you the option there. If you wanted to army build a bunch of red-eyed, angry Humagears, you could. I just think the newer version is kind of cool, and I'm glad that happened. I feel like the older model retro one we didn't really need, especially since you can tell it's definitely like reused pieces from Guardians. So it just kind of feels like a quick, we need another box, what can we do? Oh, here, this will reuse pieces and just get this done. It's fine. It's not a problem. I mean, I don't mind having it. I just feel like, you know, maybe there was something better they could have picked. But he's okay. I do like the head sculpt a lot. I think the head sculpt looks really cool. And the eye stickers, like, fit perfectly and look really sharp. Pretty much same articulation as anything else. Nothing really new there. And he comes with a set of open hands, which has a sticker on the back. So he's got a decent amount of stickers. Pretty much anywhere you see gray is a sticker. The white on the shoulder pads is stickers. Just this square in the middle. This kind of gray on the side of his face. The two blue eyes. The belt piece. All of this silver and white. And then all of this silver here is stickers. But he's okay. He doesn't come with a stand as well, which I'm kind of bummed about, because usually when they cram these guys into one box, they can't give them stands because they just don't have the capacity. And when I say capacity, I mean like budget capacity to cram all that into one box. They don't usually do it. Not literally physical capacity in the box. Although it could be that too. Could be both. But yeah, he's okay. He's probably my least favorite of the bunch. Nothing against him. He's just kind of blah. Next up, we have the Dodo Army Builder, which, like I said, I don't really remember that much in the show. It's been a minute, but I know we had, Dodo Magia was the little assassin guy, and then later on he became Ikazuchi, and we had Ikazuchi already. He looked great, and I know that there's, like, versions, so, I don't know, there's so much stuff surrounding the Dodo key. It's kind of crazy, so you have Ikazuchi, he looks great. Then I know in like an upcoming box, it might even be in 10, there's like the Dodo, well, this is the Dodo Army Builder. Then there's like Dodo Magia Phase 1 and Phase 2 and Phase 3, and then Ikazuchi. So I don't know. There's so much, there's like 5 different forms surrounding the Dodo key. It's kind of crazy. But this guy looks pretty good. Again, he's got a very similar body type to Barotha over here. Everything you see in red is stickers. You know, the front, top of the feet, front of the shin, front of the thigh, everything here. The silver in the center is painted, but the red is all stickers. The shoulder pads are painted silver, but all the stickers on the arm, the head, I think just the beak is painted silver. Everything else is stickers. And he's got a head on a ball joint. I think he's actually got the ball joints at the base of the neck. Yeah, if you look real close here, you can see the neck is connected to the head, so the ball joint is actually like in the chest. This is all one piece. Like if you pop this out, that's all one piece like that, and that's where the ball joint is. At the very base of the neck, which is fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Otherwise, the body's pretty much all the same articulation, so nothing really new there. And then he has 2 closed fist hands right now. He also comes with a set of open hands if you prefer. But yeah, he's cool. You know, if you want to army build a bunch of these guys. So, like I said, from my understanding, I think box 10 has phase 1 and phase 3, because for some reason they couldn't do phase 2 because they reused this body type. And something about the way this neck is, they couldn't make phase 2 happen, if I'm remembering correctly. Corey would know better than me. But anyway, you're going to have the Army Builder, you have Ikazuchi, and then there's 2 other forms. So it's literally like 4 different versions of the Dodo key. So crazy. Anyway, let's move on to Tsukiomi, which is pretty cool. Very excited to finally get her. She looks pretty cool. This is actually paint. This gold here on the skirt is paint. Gold on the kneecaps, around the ankle. The white on the shoe is all stickers. This is painted. The gold on this side is painted as well. All of the gold, yeah, pretty much all of this gold is sticker. Here, 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 and here. But it looks pretty good. She comes with a little Phone gun. I think the head sculpt looks really nice. The sticker for the visor came out really good. I really like that. And she's got standard articulation as well. They have, these are on little hinges, just clipped onto the waist. But other than that, everything else is pretty standard. These cape pieces peg into the back. So if you want to take these off, they just have a peg right there. And that pegs in right there. Which work. I think that would totally work. So I think that's a good system for it. Because that way it looks good pegged in, but there's no, like, you don't have to fit it over the head or anything else. It doesn't peg into the front. So I think that works really well. And then she's also got these accessories over here. You can see she's got an open set of hands to go with her closed set of hands. And then she's got this crazy, like, hand blade, which is actually pretty neat. So if we just take this hand off, and you just plug this right in, and it's literally just like, you know, some Omnimon level stuff going on right here. Just have a complete sword blade hand. I love it. That's really cool. I would have loved it if the hand was painted black and then the blade was white, but I get it. They just molded the whole thing out of white. I get it. Still pretty cool. I'm sure she probably used that in the show, but I really don't remember. I think, did she use it at the end, like on Another Decade? I feel like that's when it happened. Because, well, it would have to be. She only used this form for like 2 minutes at the end of the show. But I thought it was pretty cool. I was glad she got to transform finally, and I'm happy to have a Sodo of it because I think it's a really cool form. I think it looks really good. So, I think this is the last the last Geo thing to come out. We're going to have a ton of 01 stuff in the Saber books, but I think this is the last of Geo, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and peg this back in here for storage. There we go. But yeah, it's a pretty great set, honestly. I think my favorites are probably 02 and Tsukiomi. But the Praying Mantis and the Dodo aren't bad, especially if you just want some, you know, bad guys for them to fight against. Arc Zero is cool, don't get me wrong. I do like Arc Zero. And he's a pretty big character, so you gotta have him. But like I said, I just prefer Arc 1. I think it's a cooler form. A little bit more colorful, which I think is fun. So looking forward to that. But I mean, you gotta have Arc Zero before you can get to Arc 1. Like I said, the prototype Humagear, there's nothing wrong with him. He's just the most boring to me. You know, I don't really have any connection to that character or design, or it's just kind of there, you know, taking up a spot, and that's fine. I mean, again, don't have a problem with him, just easily my least favorite because he's just kind of there. He's kind of blah. But it's still a great set. I still recommend picking it up. This is a little bit older at this point, but you can probably still find it around. I would check. HLJ might even still have some, honestly. It's not that long ago that they might have some still. Otherwise, you could check Mandarake, Yahoo Japan auctions, things like that. I'm sure you could probably find, if not a full box individually, you could probably find these on Mandarake. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.